let's make the gift applique. I'm using, of course, my Basics DK, and this color is Rose. It is color 10 on your pattern. So let's begin with a chain of 15. Slip knot on my hook. And let's just chain 15. 1, 2, 3. That's 12, 13, 14, and 15. And my instructions tell me to single crochet in the second chain from the hook and each remaining chain across. So super easy. I like to work into the back bumps of the chain, but unless the pattern specifies, you don't have to do it that way. This is my first chain from the hook, and there is my second chain from the hook. So let's just go under that back bump and work a single crochet. So yarn over, pull the loop through, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert under the back bump, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Insert your hook under the back bump and single crochet. And now we'll just do this all the way across, working 1 single crochet into each chain across. Okay, so now at the end of row 1, we should have 14 single crochets because you started in the second chain from the hook, so that first chain doesn't count. Of course, we're going to end with 14 single crochets. Now for row 2, and my pattern says rows 2 through 13, you're just going to repeat the same row. So that is a chain up 1, turn your work, and then just work a single crochet in that first stitch and a single crochet in each stitch across. Single crochet, single crochet. So at the end of each row, you should have 14 single crochets, and you're going to do this for 13 total rows to make a nice square for your gift. So let's complete each row up to 13, and I will meet you back here. Okay, now you have your 13 rows of single crochet and you have a nice square gift. Let's just make a border round around our gift so it looks nice and neat. And I'll start according to my instructions with a chain 1 and 3 single crochet in the corner. So let's just chain 1, and we're just going to put 3 single crochet kind of on the side of that stitch, just in the corner there, so we can turn the corner neatly. So 1, 2, and 3 single crochets, and now I'll just begin to work single crochets down the side edge or the long edge of my gift. So about 1 per row, so about 13 single crochet along this side edge. And when I get to this bottom corner, we'll work 3 more single crochets there. 1, 2, and 3, and 1 single crochet along the beginning chain edge. So this also helps when you work into those back loops. You have nice clean stitches here to work your border round into. So you can just do 1 single crochet into each single crochet at the beginning chain edge. And of course, again, you're at your next corner, just work 3 single crochets in that corner, and then we'll just repeat what we did on the other side edge. So 13 single crochets along this side edge, And then we will meet right here to join our border round. And there we go. We did 3 single crochets there, and we can just join to that first single crochet with a slip stitch. Pull that through, weave in that end, and we will move on to the surface slip stitch. So I'm going to take my sage, and to work the bow on the gift, we're going to work a row of surface slip stitches, and that starts with a slip knot. But we want to work we want to put the slip knot in the back of the work and the hook in the front. Okay, so that's going to look like this. We're going to start with the horizontal row of surface slip stitches. So I'm going to start right in the center here and just insert my hook. I don't want to go, I just want to go into where the hook kind of wants to go in there, and we'll leave that border round unworked. Okay, and then I'm just going to put that slip knot on the hook in the back. I'll just tighten it up slightly there. And now kind of orient yourself to where you've got your work in the back there and your hook in the front. So we're just going to pull that hook through to the front with the slip knot on there so we get the yarn pulled through. And now I have a loop of yarn there that's on the front of my work, but my working yarn that I'm holding is in the back of my work, okay? And then we're just going to work slip stitches across. So insert into the next space. I'm kind of just going into spaces here. And then I'm going to yarn over, pull that loop through from the back to the front. There's that loop. And then we'll pull the second loop through the first loop on the hook. Just like that to make a nice slip stitch. And then we're just going to repeat that across, and you can see there's kind of these little spaces that just present themselves nice and evenly. So we're just going to go into each one of those spaces. It's kind of in between the single crochets, and that'll give us a nice even horizontal row. Okay, and then we're going to go into the next one, yarn over, pull that through to the front, pull that loop through the loop on the hook. And you don't want to be too tight with this. You want to do nice and sort of even with your gauge. Don't pull it too tight or it's going to cinch everything. And don't keep it too loose, of course, so you don't have big loops. You want all your loops to be nice and even. Pull through. Pull through. And we'll just repeat this all the way across till we get to kind of where we started on the opposite end, so just before that border starts. Okay, so now here I am at the end. I've worked my last surface slip stitch, and I'm going to fasten off. And I want to pull this loop through to the front and insert that tail onto my tapestry needle. Okay, and now you can just sort of hide that that tail. So just kind of go through to the back, and that will hold that last surface slip stitch in place. And then you will just repeat the same steps that we did here, working one row of surface slip stitch across and vertically, so it's just going to go right over the top of that horizontal row of slip stitches. So this is the fun part of our finishing. I made a little chain of 30 and I just weaved in those ends of the chain. And now you just want to make a cute little bow. So just sort of shape it like a bow. You can cross that one over, almost like a pretzel. Just fold it like a pretzel. And then I'm just gonna sew that straight onto my gift. If you want to pin it to make it easier, you can do that too. And try to go through all of the layers the first time so I don't have to struggle too much with keeping it folded. And let's go back in through the back, to the back. Okay. And this may take a few passes through the front and the back to make this work. Just try to keep everything to the back so the front doesn't show the thread too much. Go through here. And that's basically it. Just attach this as best you can so it looks like a pretty little bow for your gift applique. So once you have your bow attached and it looks nice, your gift is all finished, ready to go onto the sweater.